This is your typical motorcycle carburetor and accelerator cable setup. This was purchased in Hawaii from VT Cycles, where most of my parts are purchased. It's just one of a few that I have. They all do the same thing, but there are some important adjustments that you need to know that I learned the hard way. If you want to take your cable off, you can see it has a lead ball right here and a lead ball here. This area goes to your throttle on your right hand. Okay, this goes to your carburetor. Now this lead ball goes through this hole in the top of the carburetor slide right here. Okay, and you can see the lead ball right there as it goes through. And it's hard to do one-handed. I'm going to try to do this. I can't do the whole thing anyway, but oh, come on. Come on. Let's see if I can get that to work. No, maybe not. Anyway, we have a lead ball right here on the end of the wire that goes through the spring. Now you have to compress the spring, okay, in order for the ball to go through the bottom here. And you can see where the lead ball will go right through the center, okay, and then you hook it on the edge of this little tiny piece. In order to do that, the best way to do that is you can do it by hand, but it's tricky to do if it's on the machine. The best thing to have is a set of these forceps, and you can get these at any electrical or head shop. They are commonly known as forceps that are used in the medical field, or when I was a young man they were called roach clips for some reason. I don't know why. But what this does is you can compress the spring from here all the way here and get this lead ball through to this plastic cup and attach it. Okay? Or wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something else here. I made a small mistake. The white part fits into the end of the slide. I'm sorry. And it goes down and catches right in that little catch right there. Okay? And then once it's in there and it's caught, it'll look like this kind of, and the little lead ball will be caught right here. Okay? Then you let go of your forceps and it'll work okay. Now, in order to adjust your carburetor link cable, there are 3 places you can adjust it from. You can adjust it from right here at the top of the carburetor. What it does is it makes the line longer or shorter, depending on what your throttle looks like, your throttle throw, things like that. You can also adjust it in the center right here. It has a lock nut and a longer nut that when you turn this open it makes the cable longer. Now when I'm talking about the cable longer, it makes the orange part longer, not the cable itself. There's also an adjustment right up here at where the other end of the cable goes into your throttle on your right hand. What we want to do when we do our throttles is a couple things. One, When you get this adjusted to where you want it, you want to look in the back of your carburetor right here. And you want to make sure that the slide right here, this slide, I'll put it in here, trying to show you with one of my arthritic hands. Since the cable pulls the slide up and down, right? That's what it does. This is a little trick that a lot of people don't look at. You want to adjust the carburetor to this, okay, and to this opening right around here. You want to make sure that your slide seats in the very bottom, right down here, and also when you open the slide, okay, that a lot of times when you open the slide, you'll see right there it's like 90%. It's 90% of the round opening. You want to make sure that that slide goes all the way up. See, even that's not enough right there. Oh shoot. Right there, you're losing power. Right there, well, you're really losing power. But you want to make sure that slide goes exactly to the top. And you can do that by holding your throttle wide open and putting your thumb or your finger in here and checking to see if this throttle is all the way up. You can gain more top end if you have this fully opening, because that's what it's supposed to do at wide open throttle. Alright, now that's all I want to say about throttles at this time. And I want to show you the books that are really helpful with this.